Okay, y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to go and make flautas today. So it's pretty simple. All you're gonna need is some chicken. I have about 6 pieces boiling, and in here you're gonna wanna go ahead and boil them with about a teaspoon of salt, half an onion. You can either go ahead and do minced garlic or you can do whole garlic, either or, but you probably wanna go ahead and have maybe, or if you have a whole garlic, about 2 cloves of garlic whole, just put them in there. And then just let it boil, and then when it comes to a boil, you're gonna go ahead and take it out, and then you're gonna tear it up into pieces, and I'll show you that when it gets here. I do wanna go ahead and show you that you can go ahead and make flautas really cheap. I bought this entire pack, sorry it's a little, for $3.32, but it was completely full, and out of here, I got a total of about 10 pieces, which I only need about 4 or 6, depending on how many people I'm gonna feed, because when you start going ahead and putting the chicken or pulling it apart, it makes a lot. So you want to make sure that you kind of gauge how many people you're actually going to be feeding with this. And then of course you're going to go ahead and have these tortillas. These are made that I just purchased at the store, or you can go ahead and have the ones that you can go ahead and just have like this. So I will show you that when it comes back after it's done boiling. We're gonna let it cool down, and then we're gonna go ahead and tear it up into pieces, and then I'll show you the rest of the steps. Okay, so we started the chicken probably around 1:45, so it's not 3:19. It's been boiling for a while, and you could kind of tell it's not close to falling apart, but you could tell that, well, I guess it is close to falling apart. All you want to do is just go ahead and let the chicken, take it out, and then you want to let it sit for about a good 15 minutes or so before you start tearing it apart. Now you want to go ahead and save this juice, because the juice is what you're going to go ahead and use to make your Mexican rice to accompany your flautas. So as I'm taking this out, I'm going to let it cool for another 15 minutes on this thing right here. And then on the chopping block. And then we'll be able to go from there, okay? So I will see you guys here in a little bit. Just remember to go ahead and save all of this juice, because all of the stuff that's in here you're going to need for your Spanish rice, which I don't know if I should make a recipe with that, but maybe I'll go ahead and incorporate it along with my flautas. So we'll see. So a couple of several things happened while you were on commercial break. So I took out the chicken, and I ended up going ahead and seasoning it with a little bit of seasonal. And then I shredded it to pieces, so it's already ready to go on the flautas. Whenever you do get tortillas, corn tortillas that are from the Mexican meat market, or even if you get the ones that are already sold at a regular grocery store, you always want to go ahead and separate them whenever you get ready to go ahead and fry them. So what you're going to do, I think I showed you this with the enchiladas, is you have a pan. Let me shrink this down a little. You have a pan, and it's on medium-low heat. And you want to go ahead and wash it. I just touched my nose, so I washed my hands. So what you want to make sure is that you take just a small little piece of the tortilla and throw it in there. And if it starts to sizzle, then that means that it's ready to go. So what you do is you just grab the tortilla, put it in there, leave it in there for a few seconds. You just want it to go ahead and be able to be bendable, because you want it to be able to roll. And you just leave it on your spatula, put the other one in, and then just let it rest. Let it rest, grab the other one, place the other tortilla in there while you're letting this one drain off. Not all of the oil is going to come off, so don't focus on that. And then onto the other one. Okay? Now I've done this for a while, so basically what it means is I've gone ahead and burned my hands before when it comes to the tortilla. So whenever they're just like that, okay, They're still hot. So give them some time if you know, just to go ahead and turn them over. Now what you want to do is in another pan, pour some oil. You don't want a lot of oil, but you also want to go ahead and put the heat on medium. You guys like my Massage Envy oil holder? I got it when I was in massage school. Massage Envy went and visited us, but I don't use it as a water bottle. I just use it as whatever. So what you want to do is just want to make sure once you have it ready, the tortillas are still hot, but you want them hot. You don't want them to get too cool. Grab a little bit of chicken, and then roll it, and then put it in the pan with the closing. I don't know what that was. With the closing down. Okay. So grab a little bit of chicken again. And then just put it in there. And then just repeat that step. And I'll be right back. So they're still in the background. I did have to go ahead and add a little bit more oil, but while that's going ahead and cooking, you want it to go ahead and have a golden brown hue. So you want to keep on looking at it to make sure that it's not going anywhere else. Like it's not turning really dark. Right now I'm going ahead and getting queso panela because it's really, this cheese is really breakable and you could put it on top of your quesadillas. So I'm gonna go ahead and dress some quesadillas up. Some flautas up, sorry. And then of course there's an avocado. I cut up some lettuce earlier. I don't like my flautas with tomato, so I don't put tomato on mine, but you can if you want to. You just want to have the cheese and everything ready to put on your flautas along with your avocado. And this cheese breaks up really, really easily. Or you could go ahead and get a package of the Mexican cheese, whichever one you want to go ahead and use. Just set that aside. Go wash your hands. So let's see. With a pair of tongs, all you want to do is just grab the first one, and it's still not brown. But you want to make sure that the sealed part, or the part that's wrapped, is still down, because that's what holds your flautas together. Let's fry up some more tortillas. You don't want them in there too long because then they become tostadas. And then they become too hard and not mendable enough for you to be able to roll them. So just a little.
If you're afraid of something.
I wish I knew what I was supposed to do.
That was a piece of the burnt tortilla that we tried earlier to go ahead and test the oil, okay? So don't freak out. Now let's check them. See See how they're getting golden brown? Now what you want to do is you want to flip them over. Still trying to keep them without having to go ahead and fight with them, basically. Oh. Oh. There you go. And that's golden brown, by the way. That's not burnt. Burnt is the black one that I just ended up going ahead and throwing away. Ooh, now that's hot. And then I'll show you the final product once it's been plated. So once you have quite a bit of flautas, as you can see, I still have a whole bunch of chicken left, so I can still make some more, but this is how much everybody's, not everybody's gonna eat, but if everybody has 3, you could feed about a good 4 or 5 people. So what you wanna do is you wanna put a little sour cream. This is how I do it. Then add a little lettuce, or more lettuce. A little bit of cheese.
I hope you're right, Captain.
Some salsa. A little bit of avocado. Or a lot of bit of avocado, however you want to go ahead and choose it. And then come over here, grab yourself some rice. Presentation doesn't always have to be amazing, but there you are, flautas. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, you can go ahead and message me on my YouTube page, and then just let me know how everything is. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.